Peace and Black Power. Welcome to another edition of Baba TV, House of Consciousness, 125 Street Consciousness, here with my big brother, none other than Red Pillar. Red, I'm going to go straight to the question that I have today. Why is it that, because I heard Trump, and I notice white people in general do this, they refer to their woman, they say, "You son of a bitch." I never hear black people say in they curse words. We normally say MF or whatever, but in referring to Colin Kaepernick, he told at the NFL to get that son of a bitch out of the NFL.
Yeah, but he didn't utilize that language when denouncing the KKK or the neo-Nazis in Charlottesville. But he went right into the heart of the Confederacy and used inflammatory language in order to rile up his base. And he was also speaking to the owners of the proverbial $40 million slaves, because he said on film that the owners are some of his homies, you know, crony capitalism. And he said, if any one of those players, let's just, you know what I mean, let's just strip away all of the political correctness. If any one of these niggas get out of line, you need to fire them, those sons of a bitches, or whatever he utilized. But you knew what he was saying. He went right into the heart of the Confederacy, Alabama, right? Right? We're the most, you know, we're the racist of all racist people. Keep in mind, Puerto Rico, one of the, you know, we're Americans, these are Americans, right? Instead of going to Puerto Rico, you go and do another campaign rally in Alabama and speak down against Colin Kaepernick. Now, what he said is not a problem because we applaud what he says. We say to the black NFL players, what is your move now? Because now you have the opportunity to strike a blow to the NFL and forever mess up Sundays around the world. Because what movie was it? I think it was the movie Concussion with Will Smith. They said that NFL Sundays have replaced church on Sunday as the unofficial religion of America. It's more popular than church on Sunday. So now the black players who are 70% of the league, your own president, who said, remember, they told the lady on ESPN, leave sports out of politics. Those two don't go together. But now you have the most powerful person in politics putting his own 2 cents inside of sports. So now the players, you have the opportunity to all take a knee tomorrow. Are they going to do it? I know Marshawn Lynch is going to turn up. I know that there's a few other players that are going to turn up. But all of you brothers who are trying to turn a blind eye to the blatant racism that is taking place inside of the NFL, are you Negroes going to get on your knees? Because if you do, you have the opportunity to shake up the league because, I mean, what else is there to do? Because if you run around carrying a pigskin tomorrow, you're going to just prove that you niggas are $40 million slaves. So, what we're seeing is this. They just had a report to show that Aaron Hernandez has CTE, right? That's what the movie Concussion was trying to show you Negroes, that football players' brains are damaged as a result of what is taking place on the field, and the NFL is turning a blind eye on it. They have a problem with you having consciousness, but they don't got a problem with you having a concussion. What's going on? So we're talking about you got people with permanent brain damage from getting hit over 10,000 times. They don't got a problem with that. Their property. But they got a problem when their property has a consciousness. So they would rather you niggas get hit on the field a few more times so all of you will have CTE and you would just be brainless and just run the ball and help them get billions of dollars. But they have a problem when you take a social stance against police brutality, covert racism, and all kind of other bullshit that is going on inside of America. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Trump is going to be Trump. But the more you let him talk, the more he puts himself in his race in the grave, not just in America, around the world, because their stocks are diving into the goddamn Pacific Ocean fast. You know what I'm saying? Their stocks are nosediving. This perception or this mirage of white supremacy, we're beginning to see what I said before. It's white fragility, white inferiority all fucking day. You understand? That's all it is. And you gave them power by referring to it as something that it is not. How could you fight something that you don't even know what you can't properly define it? How are you going to fight it? How are you going to diagnose it if you're giving it a misdiagnosis? It's not supremacy, man. That's slave talk. That's subordinate talk. That's when you were taught that you were subservient. The only person that identifies as white supremacy is a person who bought into the goddamn concept that you are nothing but a slave and a savage who came from the jungles of Africa, who contributed nothing to history. If you study history, you know that it's not that. There's nowhere in history where they've been supreme. Nowhere. And you niggas have given up, your birthrights. You've given up your genetic superiority to a people who are inferior. I played on the playground with them when I was a baby. I know who they are. Why don't you? Huh? They play on the playgrounds. They play on the hardwood. They play inside of the quote-unquote football field with them. You don't know inferiority when you see it? So, woe unto these niggas, man. But it all boils down to what are the black players in the league gonna do? He took back Stephen Curry's invitation to come to the White House when Steph Curry said, I ain't even going to the White House. How you gonna revoke somebody's invite that already turned it down? Now you got LeBron banging on him on Twitter. Okay, that's cute and everything, but what other players are gonna rally behind them and begin to outwardly protest not only the president but his administration? All of them, everybody, the whole goddamn peanut gallery. Huh? So salute to the people who are showing a smidgen of social awareness on social media. I give you props for that, but you know, we all know that that's just the beginning of a lot of work that needs to be done to outwardly resist anything that these people are talking about. Bottom line, like spit in their face. You know what I'm saying? Spit in their face. You know, whenever you get a chance to. No more trying to conform. No more none of that shit. None of that feel-goodisms. None of that buddying up stuff. We ain't with all of that. Yo, the owners in the NFL are cool because the commissioner had to put out a statement and say, yo, we don't agree with Trump's statement, because he knows if the brothers wake up and they all decide to take a knee, it's going to be disastrous for the NFL, who's already seeing record lows in attendance and also Nielsen TV ratings. People are not watching the games. I went to the NFL headquarters for the Colin Kaepernick rally. I don't do rallies like that, but I went to the rally with my dad, my uncle, and my son. And we was like, yo, we not even gonna support this NFL ever for this whole season. Now look at what's going on. They're not being supported. People are not watching them. When they pan the audience, the stadiums are empty. Burn down Babylon. Fire every time. Booyaka.